So, estimating square roots. I want to show you a method for estimating square roots, and then we'll go over 3 examples to consolidate. So the method is you find the 2 square numbers either side of the number that's being square rooted to work out the 2 numbers the estimate is between, and then you can work out or estimate the decimal by seeing how close the square numbers are to the number being square rooted in value. So that might not really make sense, but I think some examples will definitely help. So if we're asked to estimate the square root of 47, so the first thing is to find out the 2 square numbers either side of the number that's being square rooted. So the 2 square numbers, so if we just write down some of the square numbers, we got 16, 25, 36, 49, and so on. We notice that 47 fits right in between 36 and 49. So if we just write that, 36, if we square root all 3, we get that the square root of 36, right, it's over here, square root of 36 is less than the square root of 47, is less than the square root of 49. But this, because the square root of 36 is 6, and the square root of 49 is 7, we can just write that 6 is less than the square root of 47, which is less than 7. So we know that our number is between 6 and 7. And now when it comes to estimating the decimal point, well, we just look here. How close is this number to this number? And given that 47 is a lot closer to 49, we could say that the square root of 47 it must be much closer to 7. So an estimate of 6.8, 6.9 will probably do the trick. We can do a little squiggly equals for the square root of 47. And if we just grab a calculator, we can have a look here. We can have a look at the square root of 47 is 6.855. So yeah, around 6.8, 6.9. Let's have a look at example 2. So we're estimating the square root of 10, so we do the exact same thing. So we look at the square numbers either side of the number being square rooted. So we have to go a bit smaller this time. So we have 9 and 16 would be the square numbers either side of 10. So same thing as before. We have that 9 is less than 10 is less than 16. And this implies that the square root of 9, if we square root all 3, we get square root of 9, which is 3. It's less than root 10. It's less than 4. So we know that the square root of 10 is a number between 3 and 4. And when it comes out to working the decimal, well, again, we look here. How close is 10 to 9 and 16? Well, it's much closer to 9. So we know that the square root of 10 is much closer to the square root of 9, which is 3 than 4. So I guess like 3.1 or 3.2 would probably do. Something like that. All right, last example. Estimating the square root of 133. So if you know, well, 12 squared is 144 and 11 squared is 121. So we have 121, 144, just like that. Takes the square root of them all. We get that 11, 12, just like that. So we know that it's 11 point something because it's the square root of 133 is between 11 and 12. And now to work out the decimal, we just have a look here. How close is 133 to both of them? Well, 133 is a pretty similar distance from 121 as it is to 144. The difference here is 12, and the difference here is 11. So it's probably somewhere right in between 11 and 12. So we could have a little guess that 133 is around about 11.5. And that sums up the technique in this video. Thanks for watching.